What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the video. We're back. I'm gonna go ahead and start disassembling the crankshaft and pulling everything apart for us to go ahead and put the cams in. He has some 264 cams that he's already purchased that we're gonna be going ahead and dropping in today. I'm gonna have to paint the valve covers, change the valve cover gaskets, hardware, you know, do a whole bunch of other little stuff. But pretty much what I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm gonna tear it down. Everything looks really, really good inside. So very happy about that. The bottom end was very clean. The top end was very clean. We're gonna get those in and then we can start working towards the rest of the video. So let's go ahead and get it. All right, it's a little bit of a mess, but we got the cams in. These are the BC264 cams. You can see by the colorations on it. But all in all, it was very clean inside. No crazy drama. Already gone ahead and put the assembly grease already on everything. We're gonna go ahead and get everything torqued down on the head. Everything's torn down from the bottom to the top for now. I'm gonna have to clean everything. We gotta get these valve covers nice and pretty so we can go ahead and make everything look nice. I don't know if we're gonna be going ahead and painting the front of the turbo. We gotta do the drain line. We did get that downpipe on. I don't know if you guys saw in the last video. Got a bunch of stuff to do still. So let's go ahead and finish torquing everything down so that we can go ahead and get the front of the motor back together. Alrighty guys, so we got some new parts here. We got a brand new VVTi gear from Toyota. We got a brand new VVTi solenoid, brand new timing belt, brand new cam seals. We're gonna go ahead and install all this stuff right now. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the back cover, the front cover. We're gonna go ahead and make sure all this stuff on the cams is torqued down, and we're gonna go ahead and get the whole front of the motor back together. All right, so brand new VVTi timing gear is on, timing belt's installed, cam seals are installed, new VVTi solenoid is installed, brand new Toyota, the new belt is on. I don't know if you can see, probably can't see the markings anywhere, but brand new belt's installed. We're gonna go ahead and put the collar back on so the timing belt doesn't come off, put the lower cover on. We're gonna put his dampener on later. So I'm gonna finish assembling the front of the motor. I'll probably pull the water neck off and go ahead and weld this today because I'm gonna be doing some painting. I'll get the turbo stuff off to get everything all painted today too. Put the alternator back on, stuff like that. Let's go. Alrighty guys, well, let me show you where we're at right now. I got a whole bunch of stuff done. As you can see behind me, it's looking more like a motor. Let's go ahead and flip the camera and show you what we got done today. So as we can see, the top covers, the valve covers are painted. That's all done. Water pump assembly, pulley, clutch fan, and new GTE fan blade is on. You will have to go ahead and convert this when you're doing your Mark IV GTE to NA conversion. There's the part number there. Anyways, all the covers are on. Obviously cams are done, everything else is done. So I got the AC bolted on, we got the power steering bolted on. We are gonna have to go ahead and remove this reservoir, go ahead and remove this line, and we are gonna have to get rid of this attachment right here that U-bends all the way back into the rack and pinion for the high pressure power steering line. You will not have enough clearance with all this stuff on here with your forward-facing intake manifold. So that's gonna need to come off. We still need to remove the throttle cable and change that over to the new one that we've already gone ahead and had made for it. We're still gonna need to pull the tow hooks off. We need to clean the head. Turbo's gonna have to come back off again, obviously, because we have our turbo lines up there. We're gonna go ahead and pull the cartridge out. I'm gonna go ahead and paint the front of the turbo. We're gonna get the turbo lines on. I've already pulled the water neck. I've already welded those shut. I will show you in a little bit when we're done. And then basically what we're gonna do before we do anything is remove that downpipe, pull the turbo out. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the ABS delete. I've already put the dipstick in the oil pan. We have our sandwich adapter already on with our oil temp and oil pressure sensor already in it. So we're gonna go ahead and get the oil filter on. Then basically all of the openings on the motor are gonna be closed off right now. So we will be able to give it a quick pressure wash to get all this dust and dirt off the base so it can look a little bit more clean and nice. Obviously, I'll get these top covers off or you know, cover it up with a towel or something so we don't get everything super freaking dirty on freshly painted parts. But we still need to do the auto to 5-speed conversion. A lot of other little stuff we got. We got boxes and boxes of parts here still. The customer actually just brought this weekend a full Tomei exhaust for 4-inch. He also brought a full Radium fuel system we're going to be going over later on. I don't know if it's going to be in this video or another video. Obviously, I've already finished my wiring harness. That's already done and ready to go too. And we have a whole bunch of other Powerhouse Racing downpipes. There's the ECU in there too, just all kinds of stuff too. So sensors came in today. We got all the EMU, HWP sensors that are already for the boost controller. We still have the fuel pressure sensor we're going to be putting on. We have our wideband from them we're going to be putting on. So it's looking pretty good. We're kind of ahead of schedule. Right now, I'm just trying to kind of coordinate what I'm going to get done. If I'm going to go ahead and start pulling all the liners, pull the bumper off, and start doing the ABS delete, or we're going to start working on the turbocharger. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do quite yet. So let me go ahead and just get everything situated, and we'll keep moving. Alrighty guys, so real quick update on this. The Radium hanger is done. Really cool. The pumps drop into this filter system on the bottom. It is kind of a pain in the ass to assemble a lot more than what the other pump assemblies are, but end result is still a very nice product. We have a lot of really cool things about this. Everything has the bolts and the nuts and hardware on the bottom of it. Multiple ports that you can go ahead and come in with different pumps, brushless and non-brushless pumps. They have the hookups for 4 to 2 on every single top piece. They have these rotatable radium fittings on top where you can reclock everything. It makes it actually pretty nice. Like I said, it is quite a lot more complex. I do like a lot of things as well about this. Even on the assembly here for the float unit, they come with these pins that are the exact size for a tight fit to slide directly into the OEM connector, where you actually don't even have to cut and splice anything. We are only going to be running 2 pumps on this. He doesn't need 3 quite yet. There's a plug port right there. You can see it. I still need to tighten up the 2 hooks for the top one. But I mean, it even came with the connectors for the Walbro fuel pumps to plug them right in. So no cutting or splicing. I mean, actually pretty nice product. I don't know what the retail is on this assembly because I don't typically buy this, but I will be looking into it for future, possibly be using this maybe in the future again. This may be an issue because I know that the return, there's like some weird kind of push lock fitting they have on this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or whatnot, but I really like how these are all rotatable. And I mean, like, it just makes it very easy. You can run straight fittings in. So I do like that. There's like a Venturi system too with this that I wasn't really sure why they did it, but I'm sure there's a reason. I know the other ones, we don't do that on any of it. It should be pretty straightforward, just typical, fill and drain. Here's the OEM hanger. I want to make sure and point this out as well. Make sure that you guys transfer the O-ring from the top of the hanger onto the new hanger. If you don't, it does leak and smell horrible. Your girlfriend's not going to like it. She's not going to like how it smells. You're not going to like how it smells. It's going to get you super, super high in the car, so don't do it. I'm going to go ahead and get this installed in the car. So let me go ahead and get over there, and we're going to start ripping out the fuel lines and everything on the vehicle and start running his whole entire Radium system. We will be going over this in this video and talking about how the system works, if it really is plug and play, and how it's going to end up being. So let me hurry up and run this. Let me hurry up and run through this real quick. Alrighty, so we're into box 2 right now. We got some PTFE. It looks like 8AN line. 2, I'm assuming this filter right here, which is the same one that we use on Drew's car and a couple of other customers. I think Alex's car has this one too. So we have some brackets for the filter. We got some fittings, some push locks, some adapters, and then it looks like it almost runs to a different, almost like a 10AN, I think, to the fuel rail, which is kind of crazy, but we'll get that running too. This is for a return line or our return line system. So we're going to get that hooked up as well. And let's just see how it goes. So this is supposed to be a plug and play kit for the Mark IV. Let's see how plug and play it is, guys. Let's see. Well, so far so good. I cannot knock Radium. This bracket bolts into the chassis and the factory 2-bolt little bracket that's here and mounts super solid, holds the filter super, super nicely. The only thing I will kind of complain about is typically I'll run my line for my feed line right to the back of the intake manifold right here. But in this case, it kind of runs along the engine mount away from the steering column. We'll have to go ahead and tie that. But it goes to the front port of the fuel rail. Not a big deal because you can run it on either or side. And, the line does loop in. I don't like how big the line is back here. It's very hard to snake through because of the size of the fittings. I would have actually rather probably ran my PTFE stuff myself because our lines are a bit tighter with tighter fittings. But all in all, it did work. I didn't have to drop the tank. I thought I was going to possibly drop the tank to get it in. But yeah, this is actually pretty nice. I probably would have just made a different line for this or just ordered it with just this line and the filter. I don't know how they'll let us do it, but need to finish tightening everything down. This is mounted solid as hell though. So let's keep going. Okay, so pretty much the end of the day, I got the intercooler piping done. Actually, PHR already had a kit that works really, really well. Swoops right in, back around and in. So the side actually fit perfectly. I have the intercooler completely mounted. There is a bracket on the bottom of the Powerhouse Racing intercooler that is very nice. You can see PHR, nice and solid, very big, quality's pretty good. We're gonna do our typical intercooler piping swoop back here, back around and in. So I'm gonna have to do this side custom because obviously nobody makes that. But I do like how everything lines up. It is very, very nice. It's extremely tight. And it looks like I'm gonna have to cut this down. These filters from PHR have like a drop-in stopper in here. So you can't push the pipe through. I'll have to either cut it or I'll have to cut the pipe to get it to kind of fit here. It is a bit long. I don't know why, but not a big deal. Easy mod piece. Fuel lines are finished. Kind of weird about the Radium that it does run up here. I think I explained it in the other video. I don't kind of like this idea. I'm going to be extremely close to the power steering fitting down here. I'm going to have a lot of fitment issues. I thought I was going to be able to keep his OEM power steering line in here. Not going to work. We don't have enough clearance for the power steering line too. We were able to get the regulator already mounted and done, already have the sensor in it, already have our return line hooked up. I've already gone ahead and hooked the flex fuel sensor underneath already, so that's good to go. We do need to go ahead and still finish attaching everything back here, but we do have this stuff pretty much hooked up too. We got the evap line. The return line we'll have to modify still and put a PTFE or Teflon line in there to attach to there. We already have the 8AN already in, and it does have the probes. Once again, I kind of like the Powerhouse Racing bulkhead attachment for everything, but this will work as well. I haven't put the lid on yet to tighten this down and seal it up, so it does kind of smell like gas back here, but we're doing pretty good. I think depending on the video length right now, I maybe ended up going ahead and cutting this video and making this the end of it. We did get the fuel system done. We did get the intercooler mounted. We did get the turbo system all finished. The turbo line's already all done. I am extremely happy with it. It looks really good. It's gonna look even better when I'm done. I would like to have it look a little bit more presentable before I show the customer any pictures or I post anything, but I think we're getting to the end of this video, guys, so let's see if it's long enough. If it is, I'm not going to actually have this segment in there, so who cares about me saying anything, but if it isn't, then this is going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll probably be doing a part 3 to part 4 then, I guess. Until next time, guys, peace.